This incredibly savory and subtly sweet dish is a staple on my dinner table, and it's even easier to make than a lasagna. Probably. I'm using dark meat chicken here, but you can use whatever you want. Fattier cuts of pork, beef, or tofu work pretty well too. I only have chicken in my freezer, so I'm gonna use chicken. I'm pre-frying the meat first to give it some extra flavor and color. If you are using red meat, I also recommend blanching it for a couple of minutes beforehand to get rid of any gunk. Once everything looks nice and browned, lower the heat to medium and add in some sliced ginger, crushed garlic, and green onion. Fry it up until you can smell the aromatics. I did these steps the other way around, but it probably doesn't matter. Add some Shaoxing wine, and cover the meat with about 2 cups of water. This is going to be a soy sauce based braise, so add this much soy sauce. Yeah, that looks good. Add a little dark soy sauce and a comparatively large amount of sugar. Here's a tip. You can just eyeball the ingredients. I won't be angry at you. And I bet that whoever eats this won't be angry either. Add some spices here if you feel like it. I don't have any spices in my pantry right now except for dried chilies, so I'll add those. Bay leaves, Szechuan peppercorns, star anise, and cinnamon sticks all taste pretty good in this, so you can add them here. Boil everything for 40 minutes. Once that's done, reduce the sauce over high heat for 10 minutes, or until the sauce is around a third of its original volume. Taste and season if necessary. When I was reducing the sauce, I had to do something else, and I completely forgot about the chicken. The sauce was obliterated, but it still tasted edible. Alright, try this recipe out. All the steps in this video can be generalized and used to red braise a lot of other ingredients, like pork belly, ribs, and eggs, or vegetables like lotus root and potato. You can customize this recipe to your liking. Do you despise garlic and spicy food? Then too bad. Nah, I'm kidding. Then remove the garlic and chilies. Do you not want to feel your mouth when eating? Add a lot of chilies and ground Szechuan peppercorns. Alright, I made a lot of mistakes when trying to make this dish. Obviously, do not forget about whatever you are cooking. But also, the chicken turned out relatively dry since I cooked it for way too long. This wouldn't be a problem for fattier meats like chicken wings or pork belly, but the chicken thigh and leg that I was using was both too lean and too large. Since I basically have no idea what I'm doing, I turned to one of the best cooks I know, my mom. Apparently, simmering for such a long period of time would work for fattier cuts I just mentioned, but simply cooking over high heat for half as long would result in tender and moist chicken while reducing the sauce at the same time. Or you can chop the chicken up into smaller pieces, which would shorten the required cooking time. Another way of foolproofing this recipe would be to use an instant read thermometer. However, I am extremely broke, so this is not an option for me. Okay, subscribe if you want. Video over.